Good evening and welcome to Vermont High School Playoff Football produced by Northwest Access TV. I'm Andrew Knapp alongside Anthony Labor. Tonight we have a 7-on-7 matchup between BFA-St. Albans Bobwhites and the Mount Mansfield Union High School Cougars at Collins-Pearly Complex. I'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsors for this athletic season. Through their generosity in several organizations in Franklin County, today's broadcast is made possible by Northwest Orthopedics, Handy Toyota, JC Images, Collins-Pearly Complex. Northwest Access TV would like to continue their live broadcast throughout the athletic season, but need your help. If you or someone you know owns a business or runs an organization that would like to donate to the cause, please reach out to the staff at Northwest Access TV. Just visit northwestaccess.tv for contact information or call 802-782-8676. We have Bobwhite football here. Looks like, we got BFA starting off with the ball. Third and 5. Langlois back to pass. Going over the middle and caught by number 20, Parker Horton. Looks like then BFA has a first down.
Parker Horton on the reception. First down, BFA.
Lineup trips to the top side. Got Justin Brown down here in the near side. Langlois back to pass. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, almost picked.
And the ball falls incomplete. Second and 10.
That's good play by number 73, Philip Galizio for Mount Mansfield, just getting the finger on it to break up that pass.
I'd like to welcome Anthony. It's nice to broadcast with you today.
Yeah, it's typical October night for football here. A little bit of snow, it looks like.
Yeah, it's coming down a little light here. Both teams are sitting at 2-5 on the season. We got trips to the near side. We got Parra in at quarterback now. Take the snap. Looking to the middle. And incomplete, intended for Case Ballard, number 88.
And the ball falls incomplete. Third and 10.
So Anthony, this is a matchup that was supposed to take place on week 1 between MMU and BFA.
Yeah, and then took both teams a little while to find their rhythm. Mount Mansfield was picking up their first win a couple weeks ago against Fairfax, and then BFA finally getting the win column against Rice. So it took a little bit for both these teams kind of get going this year under this new format.
Yeah, trips down here. Got Parra back to pass. He's going deep for Case Ballard. And incomplete. Ball batted down by number 73, Philip Galuzio for MMU.
Yeah, second pass that he's deflected, so it's so far a good defense by Galizio.
So we mentioned that both these teams are sitting at 2-5 right now. We got BFA coming in off a huge win against formerly undefeated Essex.
That's just kind of the interesting thing about this format is you never know what's going to happen on any given day.
Yeah. Ryan Caldwell back to punt. Gives it a good boot. Looks like they're going to down it at about the 30-yard line. So MMU will have their first crack on offense with their O-line group.
And one thing, I saw Mount Mansfield play Fairfax a couple weeks ago, and one thing Mount Mansfield likes to do is kind of sneak out their running back from the backfield, see if BFA can keep track of him, because what they like to do is have him delay almost a little bit to where he's forgotten, and then pick up a 5-yard gain and see if he can outrun the defenders.
Okay, number 9 back to pass, and it's incomplete. Looks like ball was intended for number 51, Gabe Barron. Looking at 2nd and 10 now. Got MMU in a quads formation with a running back tight. And the snap, number 9. Ball's incomplete for number 68, Donovan Turner. So 2 short passes right off the bat and both incomplete. Does it look like St. Albans is playing that tight a D, or is it just a miscommunication, do you think?
On that second one, it looked like the quarterback from MMU kind of just lost it a little bit. It looked like he rushed it, getting a little tight to the time clock there.
Back to pass and completed, number 51. That is, excuse me while I look down at the sheet here, Gabe Barron, who actually had the last pass was intended for him, was incomplete. This one he picks up about 11 yards. We got a first down for MMU.
And that's definitely what the Mount Mansfield likes to try to do, is they try to like to get the intermediate stuff and then see if their receivers can outrun the defenders.
Number 9 back to pass, James Curley. Throws over the middle, caught, number 53. Looking at Carson Holloway. About a gain of about 15 yards, another first down.
It was a good grab there by Holloway, getting down on the ground and getting it before it hits the ground.
We got first and 10. Back to pass and incomplete, intended for number 60, Jacob Burbank.
And that one did look like there was a little rush by Curley there. It looked like he tried to get out there a little faster than Burbank was really ready for.
Yeah, it didn't look like he got his feet set that well.
Yep.
So we got trips here. Number 51 is near side, Gabe Barron. You got 2 receivers set up top. Number 9 back to pass, and a quick pass, and intercepted. And he's taking it back. He is at the 30, the 20, stutter step, and he is in. That is number 21, Justin Brown, for the score. BFA is now up 6-0.
Yeah, and that was Curley. Just he telegraphed it a little bit, but Brown was able to undercut the throw there and just took him a little bit for that delivery, and Brown was able to read it.
It's a great play by Justin Brown. Look for his name to be called a couple times too on offense. For their line group, he's probably one of the most athletic linemen they have right now. Looks like they're going to go and just kick for 1. And Thomas DeMar for the kick, and Colby Williams for the hold. Hold is down, kick is up, and misses to the left. All right, so we've got 6-0 BFA.
Yeah, it's not a bad defensive stand there for BFA after not doing much offensively on their first drive to get some points on the board.
MMU coming out for their second offensive possession. We got number 9, James Curley, still in at quarterback.
You definitely saw Curley rushing his throws a little bit, and then on, like we mentioned, a little telegraphing it a little bit too much, a little bit long on his release.
Trips to the top side. Curley takes the snap, looks to pass, through the middle. Number 61 is caught. 51 caught. That is Gabe Barron for a pickup of about 7.
If you look at Curley's feet when he's throwing, he's got a little shifty feet. He doesn't really just set them. He kind of keeps them moving the entire time. I'm not sure if that's helping him, stay a little imbalanced or anything like that.
60 in motion. Curley takes the snap. He's looking left, looking right. Going deep. Intercepted again by Brown. And he is touched down at the, we'll call it the 40, the 36-yard line. So BFA is going to take over. And there's still, we got a 6-0 on the board. Let's see what Jeff Murray comes out with now.
Yeah, it's be a big drive here. I mean, if you can go up 2 scores this early for BFA, that'd be huge to kick off this game.
4 receivers set to the top. Para back in at quarterback. You got Lulick to the bottom of your screen. Takes the snap, looking left. And he comes down to Case Ballard, hits his hands and down on the ground. Incomplete pass. Goes 2nd and 10 now.
And that's one thing we noticed with Para a little bit this year is he's got a nice zip on his ball, but sometimes on those short to intermediate throws he puts a little bit too much zip, especially when he's throwing to fellow linemen where they're not used to catching those hard balls like that.
Oh, trips to the right side. Para's in quarterback. You have Ballard in the slot up top. Takes the snap. Scans the field, looking, and he gets the ball out just in time to Caldwell. Makes an incredible catch over on the far left side on MMU's bench.
That's the second time that Para's done a good job checking down to Caldwell. He did that in the first drive as well for another good game. I mean, much better to get 7 yards than nothing right there.
Absolutely. Looking at 3rd and short, we got a new offensive group coming in now. There's that man, Justin Brown again. Cole Langlois in at quarterback. You got 4 receiver sets at the bottom of your screen. Takes the snap, looking right, and going across and hits his man, number 24, James Harrison, for the reception. We got a first down for BFA.
That's a good play by Harrison, making sure to coming down to that ball. It looked like it was a little bit behind him as he's sliding forward, so good job to adjust his body and make the catch.
3 receivers set to the bottom of the screen. Langlois takes the snap, scanning left, looking left, throwing left, going up for Justin Brown, and he is in. He is in for the score. Justin Brown, 2nd touchdown of the day. 1 on offense, 1 on defense.
And that's just a great ball there by Langlois, putting it right over the defender, and not only Brown could get it.
I tell you, these linemen, Anthony, there's some athletes on here.
Yeah, like we mentioned, early season struggles, and we saw the linemen kind of struggling to move the ball at times throughout the year, but doing a good job here, especially, defensively. Brown with a couple interceptions, and linemen doing a good job. Isaac Parra had a couple nice passes right there, and Cole Langlois comes in and finishes the job.
Absolutely. You're going to go for 2 here. We got trips to the top of your screen. Langlois takes the snap. He's look left, look right, pumps, goes back to Brown, and he catches it. Is he in? He is in. My goodness. Justin Brown is a utility out there tonight.
Yeah, and until Mount Mansfield can stop him, I wouldn't be surprised if BFA just keep going to him.
So that's it. We got BFA's up 14-0. We've got 5 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Excuse me. Anthony, what does MMU got to do to try and defeat this?
Well, unfortunately, right there, that was good defense on that 2-point try by the MMU defender. That just Brown went over him. I mean, there's not much you can do right there. That's just BFA playing just a little bit better right now.
All right, MMU back out in the field. Sorry about that. Incomplete pass to the right. Looks like it was intended for number 54 again. We got 2nd and 10. They're going to go 3 receiver set to the top. Tight end's going to, the running back's going to be in the backfield. Take the snap. We're looking right. He wants to throw, and he's got his man, number 51, Gabe Barron. And again, Anthony, we see Curley chopping those feet, and doesn't seem to be quite comfortable back there.
Yeah, you got to wonder. I mean, they have him down as a wide receiver, so you got to wonder if this is just him, out of position, not used to playing quarterback. It'd be no different than, say, an Isaac Parra back there, someone who's not used to playing it, so it doesn't quite have the feet of a quarterback.
Curley's pass is complete to number 60. We got Jacob Burbank. The first down MMU. That one looked like he was a little more comfortable. I think he might be starting to come into his game here.
Yeah, and maybe just take a little bit to warm up. I don't remember seeing him in that first game that I saw against Fairfax, so it could be very well this might be even new to him in this recent games.
Curley back to pass over the middle, intended for number 53. It's incomplete. That was Carson Holloway.
And right there wasn't a bad pass right there, a little high, but something that, again, it's just linemen. Not used to catching balls out there.
No.
As a former lineman myself, this would be new territory for me as well.
2-man set to the top, 2-man set to the bottom. Curley back, sends his man in motion, number 61. 61. Curley back to pass. He scans, he throws. Complete to number 51, Gabe Barron. For what looks like 3rd down and short. About 3rd and a yard.
That's just a good job by Barron there, catching and running and picking up a couple extra yards too. So a nice little placement there by Curley for allowing his man to catch it and run.
You got trips to the top of your screen. Curley in the back. Takes the snap. Again, looking. Almost intercepted. That looked like number 60, Thomas Remillard, almost came off with that ball. We got a penalty on the ground. And it looks like it's against BFA.
It looked like they might have gotten there a little bit early. It looked like the Mount Mansfield receiver was twisting before the ball even got there, so might have made a little contact early there with Remillard being a little too aggressive.
All right, so that'll put us at first and 10. Ball is on the 35-yard line of BFA. Curley back to pass. He's going deep for 53. He's wide open. Did he get him? Oh! Touchdown MMU. Number 53, Carson Holloway. I don't know what happened there, Anthony. He was wide open.
Yeah, I just lost him. I wonder if BFA just saw so much short throughout, the first 12, 13 minutes here that they didn't really think they would go deep. And then Curley just goes deep and catches them off guard.
All right, let's see what they come up with now. We got trips to the top of your screen. Curley back to pass. He's looking to the right. Scan and scan, throws. It's short to number 68. Can he get in? And no. So that's where we stand. MMU 6, BFA 14. We got 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's see what Coach Murray comes out with on this next offensive possession. We'll take a quick break right here. You're watching BFA football. And welcome back. Bob White ball. Isaac Parra back to pass. He scans, he's going deep. Incomplete, intended for number 30, Colin Jolly.
Good coverage there by Carson Holloway, who just scored the touchdown for Mount Mansfield.
That's the other crazy thing about 7-on-7 is they're playing both sides of the ball here.
Yeah, a lot of stamina, especially for linemen.
Parra back to pass. Oh, ball intended for Case Ballard, in and out of his hands. Looking at 3rd and 10 now. We're going to have an entire offensive line swap here. Cole Langlois will come out at quarterback. We got trips up top. Justin Brown is your slot. Thomas Remillard right below him. Cole rolls left. Completed number 24, James Harrison. We are now looking at about 4th and 3. Waiting for the play call from the sideline here.
Yeah, keep an eye on Brown here. It's been Langlois is one of his favorite receivers, and he's been doing a lot of work out there so far.
Yeah, Brown up top now. Langlois takes the snap and throws to Thomas Remillard. Broken up by the MMU defender number 60, Jacob Burbank. And we'll have a turnover on downs. MMU will take over at the Bob White 36.
And just like that, we mentioned around the 2-minute mark how MMU was not getting a whole lot going, and just like that, they can tie this game up pretty quickly here.
Absolutely. MMU comes out with a 3-receiver set. Curley's still in at quarterback. Takes the snap, scans left, throws left. He's going deep for number 60. Incomplete. Broken up by number 31. I believe it is Eric Davis-Sicard with the coverage.
Yeah, BFA lucky again right there. Holloway Burbank almost got away again right there.
Yeah, Davis-Sicard, I'm sorry. Davis-Sicard there made up some good ground. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. And with that, we'll take a quick break. And we will see you back in a few seconds. And welcome back to Bob White football. The score 14 for Bob Whites, 6 for the Cougars. Looking to start the second quarter. Anthony, what did you think of that first quarter?
BFA did a good job coming out and setting the tone early. And Mount Mansfield did a good job responding in those last couple of minutes, getting the big touchdown early on, and then the quick forcing the turnover on downs. And now we're going to see what the backs can do.
Got a new group for MMU. Goes deep, incomplete for number 82, Nate Warren.
It's going to be interesting to see here now that Mount Mansfield's got Owen Trudeau in their natural quarterback, who definitely looks a little more comfortable out there. It'll be interesting to see what he can do. Got a lot of length from this MMU team, a lot of tall players who can go up and get jump balls, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can utilize that.
Yeah, we'll have to see how BFA speed plays out. We got Trudeau go back to pass to complete to number 24 for a first down. That was Seth Westover. And I think that's probably what MMU is going to have to do is these little short dime a dozen passes here.
Yeah, and that's kind of what they did well in that Fairfax game was just those short 5-yard passes that they have a lot of athleticism out there where they can turn those 5 yards into 10, 15 yards.
Trudeau back to pass, scanning left. He's looking for his man. And again, there's number 24, Seth Westover with the reception and another Cougar first down.
And Westover doing a good job just getting across the first down marker and then just sitting there.
Like Cole Woodland was on the defense there. You know, looking at their roster, MMU, this is a young MMU team. They've only got 3 seniors.
Yep.
Trudeau looks left. He got 3 receivers. Finds Westover again across the middle. It's like for a pickup of about 6 yards. We get a second down and 4. So that's three in a row going to Westover.
And it's almost the same play. He just comes up and then he just starts crossing into the middle of the field and just setting tight until he's checked down to. And you know, if that's what BFA is going to give him, I'm sure they'll take it.
3 receivers set to the top. Trudeau, our quarterback, takes the snap. He's looking left. He's throwing left. Goes up and gets it. Touchdown, MMU. That is number 13, Malik Everett. I don't know if you could play that any better, Anthony.
Yeah, and like I said, that's what MMU is going to look to do is just use their length out there. That's all Everett did right there. Just went up and got it over the BFA defender, just having the height out there. And that could be something in Mount Mansfield's advantage with this set of backs out here.
We're going to go for 2 here. Got 3 receivers set to the top. Westover at the top of your screen. You got Malik in the slot. Trudeau with the snap, back to pass, looks through the middle and fires, and it's intercepted by Thomas DeMars. And that is it right there. We got 14-12 score. Bobwhites on top by 2. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back for more. Welcome back to Bobwhite football. Yeah, BFA will take their first offensive possession of the second quarter. Jake Reynolds in it, quarterback this time. We got trips to the bottom. Cole Langlois is in your slot. Takes the snap. He throws to number 26, incomplete. Intended for Cole Woodland. And we're looking at a 2nd and 10 now.
There's going to be one thing. BFA is going to probably have to stick with those short to intermediate passes. If you look at these safeties for Mount Mansfield, they have a lot of height, so it's going to be hard to get anything past them out there.
Absolutely. BFA going with an empty set here. You got 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Reynolds back to pass. Looks left. Out to Cole Langlois, who slips. Looks like he's going to be down at about the line of scrimmage. We'll get a reception, but no gain. Well, 3rd and 10.
That's not a bad idea. That's one of the players that BFA would like to have in open space. It's just he lost his footing right there. Really shifty back that could make you miss, even in a touch game like this.
Absolutely. Jake Reynolds at quarterback still. 3 receivers to the top, takes the snap. He's looking left. He's going deep for Cole Langlois. And off the hands. Boy, if he caught that, I think that was going for 6.
Yeah, just split the safeties right there. Safeties are both going to the outside, and unfortunately just couldn't come down with a great ball there by Jake Reynolds. Just couldn't come down with it.
For those of you watching at home, that is snow falling here at the field. That is not static. It is frigid tonight. Andrew Koval back to punt. Short punt. It's like they're going to stop it at the 45-yard line. So MMU is going to start off with some great field position here. It'll be 1st and 10. Take a second to thank our sponsors for this broadcast. Northwest Orthopedics, Handy Toyota, JC Images, and the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. Trudeau still in at quarterback for the next set for MMU. We got 3 receivers set to the bottom of your screen, 2 to the top. And he takes the snap. He looks right, looks to the middle, and he throws wide open. It's number 33, and ooh, it was tipped by number 33, which is Riley Piper. And looked like Jake Reynolds could have had that ball too.
Yeah, just a little out of his reach. There would have been a big momentum shift. Mount Mansfield's kind of taking back over since about 2 minutes of the first quarter, and kind of really set the tone so far getting back in this game. Looked like BFA might run away with it, and Mount Mansfield did a good job making it in the game again.
Yeah, 2 receivers set to the top and bottom. Trudeau takes the snap, and he's back to pass, and he gets his man, number 82, Nate Warren. About a pickup of about 5 yards, so will be 3rd and 5 here.
You see Mount Mansfield try doing like a crossing pattern, almost trying to get a natural pick out there and really set their receiver free after making the catch.
Those crossing routes are quite effective on 7-on-7.
Yeah, I mean, just a little slip up on the defender's part and they could be gone.
Trudeau takes the snap, back to pass. He's looking deep. He's got a man, number 24, Westover. And incomplete. Great coverage by number 7, Cole Langlois.
Yeah, and that was a good job by Langlois not interfering with the receiver as well.
So 14-12 Bobwhites with about 9 minutes left in the second quarter. And they're kind of holding in there. They're holding their own.
Yeah, I mean, this is a better so far on defense than what we saw in the last Mount Mansfield drive.
Trudeau back to pass. Scans left, throws left, got number 11 open. Picks up the first down. That is Dante Samuelson. MMU will take the ball 1st and 10 at BFA's 25-yard line.
It looked like BFA got caught up in a little bit of a switch there. A little miscommunication that left Samuelson wide open.
Make a defensive switch. Dakota Rye comes in. Got Trudeau back to pass. Scans left, scans right, and he goes for number 14. And incomplete, and there's a flag. That pass was intended for Austin Wilcoxon. Thomas DeMar on the defense. And I'm going to go on a limb and say this is going to be defensive pass interference.
Yeah, you kind of saw it right there. He did make a little contact early, so it'll be a 15-yard penalty for BFA.
MMU is going to pick up another first down. That should put him about 1st and goal. All right, so not quite 1st and goal. MMU comes out with an empty set. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Trudeau takes the snap, looks right, fires right, and intercepted by number 14, Andrew Colville. And he takes it back 30 yards. BFA will take over.
There's Colville being right on the spot right there. He saw the pass go right through the MMU defender, or the receiver's hand, right to Colville, and doing a good job getting a little bit of a return on that as well to get away from the end zone. That's exactly what BFA needed to get a little bit more momentum here too, taken away from MMU.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, BFA comes out with, here's Jake Reynolds. We got trips to the top of your screen, empty set. Reynolds takes the snap, looks right, rolls right. Got his man, number 35, Avery Smith, for the reception. Called about 4. 2nd down. Go trips to the bottom of your screen. Dakota Rye and Thomas DeMar are your middleman. Reynolds takes the snap, rolls right, and out to Dakota with the reception. And we'll mark him short about 2 yards. We've got 3rd and 2. BFA is going a little up tempo here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him throw, a lot of short stuff. Maybe try to keep Mount Mansfield off balance here. Throw a lot of short stuff. Take a lot of time off.
Jake Reynolds back to pass. Through the middle, Avery Smith with the reception. And that's enough for a BFA first down. A pretty methodical drive so far by Jake.
Yeah, I'm sure BFA wants to take as much time as possible. Mount Mansfield does get the ball at second half, so I'm sure they don't want to give them another drive in the first half and then just to start off the second half with the ball.
3 receivers set. Reynolds takes the snap. Looks deep. He has number 23, and it's intercepted by number 3, Cooper McLaughlin. And just like that, MMU will take over.
Yeah, and that one was a little telegraphed as well. You kind of could tell where Reynolds wanted to go there. He wanted to go in the middle. We saw that play work earlier where the BFA receiver split the safeties, but the safeties weren't fooled right there.
Pass was intended for Peter Jolly, number 23. He definitely baited him on that one. All right, we got MMU will come out with a 3 receiver set to the top. Running back will stay in. Back to pass. He's looking to the left and comes across to number 24, who's got the first down, it looks like. See where he spots him.
You can just see it right there again. It's that crossing route. Where 14, Austin Wilcoxon kind of came across and almost had a natural pick again for the BFA defender, which left Westover wide open to the middle of the field.
That's about 5 receptions now for Westover, and he's cracking up right the...
And he's got the speed where the defender's not right there with him. It's hard to catch up to him.
That he does. So same setup here for MMU. You got trips to the top of your screen. Trudeau in at quarterback. Takes the snap. He's looking left. He throws over the middle to Westover again. About 5-yard pickup. So we're looking at a 2nd and 5 now.
Now, if you're Mount Mansfield, it's almost the same idea that BFA had. Take as much time as possible, get a score at the end here just to get the ball back at the beginning of the second half.
And I bet that 4 seconds seems like an eternity back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, empty set. Trudeau gets the snap. Goes to throw to number 33, and it's caught by Riley Piper, and immediately touchdown by number 34, Thomas DeMar.
Mount Mansfield going back to what worked for them in the first drive from the second quarter was just the intermediate stuff and letting their backs get a little bit of separation.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the Bobwhite 29. Trudeau takes the snap, looks left. He's got his man open, number 13, and just overthrows him. It's intended for Malik Everett, who caught that touchdown pass earlier.
Yeah, and that's one of the first incompletions we see from Trudeau in the second quarter. Doing a good job hitting his receivers.
So that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 29-yard line. Trudeau gets the play call from the MMU sideline. 3 receivers set to the top. You got Westover at the top of the screen. Trudeau back to pass. Ball is incomplete. Great play by number 33 for BFA, Colby Williams on the defense. Ball was intended for number 13, Malik Everett.
Those are the kind of plays that BFA is going to need to start undercutting those intermediate stuff. Don't let them keep catching the 5, 6, 7-yard passes.
MMU changing up their formation here. We're going to go with an empty set. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Westover's at the top. They get set. Trudeau takes the snap. He's looking left. He's got the ball. He throws it wide open. It's number 3. And it's complete. Pass was to Cooper McLaughlin. And that's another first down for MMU. We're looking at 1st and goal now, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was just a blown coverage or if they just found like a soft spot in the zone for BFA, but just wide open with McLaughlin right there.
MMU set up. Trudeau back to pass. Ball goes to the outside to number 14. Austin Wilcoxon. And he's down at the 1 yard line. So that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Anthony, what do you think BFA's got to do to keep them out of the end zone?
Just got to play tight. I mean, right now they're playing really soft, letting them catch the passes and just tagging them right off.
And that's it right there. Touchdown MMU. Trudeau to number 14, Austin Wilcoxon.
Not much that Colby Williams could have done right there. Or excuse me, Dakota Rye could have done right there. Just a little slant route that with the 1 yard pass is going to be harder to defend unless you, get a really, really good jump on. Just couldn't do much there.
And it looks like MMU is going to set up to go for 2 here. That puts our score right now, MMU 18, BFA 14. Got an empty set. Trudeau in at quarterback. Takes the snap. He's looking to the right. And fired in there to number 14, and it's caught. And there's that guy again, Wilcoxon, who just caught that touchdown pass.
Yeah, and Mount Mansfield has a little momentum now. With only 24 seconds left. You're going to wonder if BFA is going to try and maybe go for a Hail Mary or anything here with maybe a couple plays to go with 3 timeouts still. Or if they're just going to take it in the half and try to regroup in the second half.
BFA's offense is coming out on the field. Looks like we'll have Jake Reynolds in at quarterback. Go with an empty set. 3 receivers to the top. Andrew Koval's the top of your screen. Reynolds takes the snap. Looks. Pass to the left to number 12, William Sawyer. And it's complete for about a gain of about 8-9 yards. So again, running clock. And as I say that, BFA takes a timeout. 6 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and with that timeout, we will also take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the final seconds of the game. And welcome back. Again, we have 6 seconds left in the remaining second quarter of this first half. Anthony, do they go deep here, or do you think they just try to get a completion?
I mean, it's touch football. I would say just at least go. You got to try for it, especially with Mount Mansfield getting the ball back, you would assume.
They do have 2 timeouts left. Reynolds takes the snap. Looks left. Looks like he's going to go deep. He's got Cole Langlois. Incomplete. Defense by number 5, Wyatt Liam Bruno Nicholson. And that is it. That is your half. We have MMU 20, BFA 14. And with that, we will take a quick break. You are watching Bob White Football on Northwest Access TV. And welcome back to Bob White Football on Northwest Access TV. Get a quick minute here to thank our sponsors. Northwest Orthopedics, Handy Toyota, JC Images, and Collins Pearly Sports Complex for allowing us to put this show on. Anthony, what are your takes from the first half?
BFA did a good job coming out. I mean, 14-0 on the first 2 drives. You saw Justin Brown scored a defensive touchdown, then an offensive touchdown. And then it kind of seemed like Mount Mansfield took over from there. Especially starting that second quarter, we started seeing Mount Mansfield really using their length. Trudeau was pretty good in that second quarter. Alone in that second quarter, threw for 105 yards. He was 12 of 20, threw a couple touchdowns. He did throw 1 interception, but the 1 interception was through his receiver's hands and not really his fault. So he threw 103 yards himself. BFA as a team has only thrown 74, so kind of just shows how good he was in that second quarter. And BFA not really able to put too much together in that second quarter. So I'd be really looking at that line group again to see if they can kind of set the tone going into the second half for BFA.
Yeah, so we're sitting at a score of 20-14 here with MMU in front by 6 points. And you said it yourself, the line group put up all 14 of those points. I really think that this backs group really needs to kind of come together and really figure out what they need to do.
And one of those things it seems like is, your backs aren't, it's almost like a basketball reference where you can't teach height. And with MMU, their backs are all, look like basketball players out there, where you have a lot of younger backs out there for BFA who aren't as tall. And when you're throwing up a jump ball, like we saw Wilcoxon's touchdown, there's not much BFA could have done right there. They defended it well. They were in a decent position. But when it's just a jump ball and they're 5-6 inches taller, there's not much you're going to be able to do there.
All right, Curley's back in at quarterback. He's out to pass, incomplete to number 51, Gabe Barron, who had a pretty good first quarter. We got 2nd and 10 now. MMU switching up their formation. We got trips to the bottom of the screen. Curley takes the snap, looks to pass, and throws to number 51, Barron, again with the reception.
Barron doing a good job with those patterns. They're just 8-9 yards down the field and just doing a good job securing the ball.
This is a quick little 8-yard in route, Brings us to 3rd and about 2. Ball is at the BFA 38. Curley looking for the play call. Receivers get set. 3 receivers at the bottom, takes the snap. Looks to throw. Pass is complete to number 53 for an MMU first down. That is Carson Holloway. And boy, Curley looked like he got real close to that 4-second mark.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy watching him sit it. I mean, I guess you can't even say standing in the pocket because he's just jumping all around. But the fact that he's able to get these balls off, it's showing a little bit better accuracy than he was showing in those first couple of drives that he had out there.
Curley back to pass. Moves up in the pocket. And there's the 4-second call. So MMU is gonna lose the down there, so it'll be 2nd and 10. BFA played pretty tight defense on that one.
Yeah, and we saw that in the first quarter too, where Justin Brown got a couple of interceptions out there. Just playing good defense on these guys, not allowing any separation. Just got to keep doing that here. Maybe get the ball back quickly and try to put up a couple scores here.
Curley takes the snap, moves up, ball's down to number 53, Carson Holloway again. Looks like about a gain of 5, so it'll be 3rd and 5 here for the Cougars. Curley will look to the sideline for the play call.
And that's one thing that we see different here with the Mount Mansfield line is you're not going to have the speed to have those crossing patterns, set pick plays. It's not going to happen with linemen out there. So you got to go try to find just the more almost sit-down patterns.
Curley back to pass, throws over the center to number 68. That is Donovan Turner. First time I've called his name tonight, and that's for a first down.
That's almost where BFA's getting themselves in a little bit of trouble defensively as they're playing a little bit too soft, playing about 2 yards off of them, making sure they don't get past them, but at the same time, they let them catch it every time, grabbing those 8-9 yard chunk plays.
3 receivers set to the bottom of your screen. You got Barron here in the close. Curley takes the snap, and he's going deep for number 60. Completed down the sideline, and he is tagged by number 25, Matthew Gagno. And that's a big reception by Jacob Burbank.
That was pretty impressive the way he adjusted midair like that and was able to come down with that with having to adjust as much as he did. Just a good athletic play right there.
A little Odell Beckham going.
That's tough right there. BFA's defense had him in a good spot, 3rd and long, and just gave up that first down by playing a little soft coverage, and now the big gain, and Mount Mansfield just building on what they ended this first half with.
MMU comes out with a 3 receiver set. Barron at the top of your screen. Burbank in the slot. Curley takes the snap. He's looking left, looking right. He's getting close, and he fires. Incomplete. But that ball had a little bit more air on it. That was going to be an interception by number 52, Caleb Lulick.
Yeah, and that was almost where you saw just the inexperience of somebody who doesn't seem like they play quarterback with a lot. Was, if you're a quarterback, you'd rather just take the loss of down right there than try to throw that ball right there where it was closer to BFA players than it was his own.
All right, MMU, a 3 receiver set to the top of the screen. Curley takes the snap, looking to the left. He wants to throw. Brings it back down, looks left again. Caught. Is it? It is a diving reception by number 51, Barron. BFA's playing pretty tight defense down here in the red zone.
Yeah, they're doing a good job there, and that's a good job by Barron right there going down and picking up 5 yards.
Trips to the left. Curley takes the snap, looking right, throws. Incomplete, intended for number 60, Jacob Burbank.
It seemed like that snap was just so quick there for Mount Mansfield. They almost caught BFA off guard. Just the play coming so quick that it didn't look like the BFA defenders were quite ready for it.
So now 4th and goal. You're sitting at about the 5-yard line. This is where BFA's really got to pay attention.
Yeah, this is a big play right here.
Curley takes the snap, 3-receiver set to the left side. Fires in to number 51, Barron, and it's caught for an MMU touchdown.
Barron with the touchdown reception.
That brings us to a score of 26-14 MMU. Looks like they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Yeah, and right there you just saw Barron just put his body in between the ball and the defenders. BFA, again, playing behind the receiver, and Barron's doing a good job getting that separation and, as I mentioned, putting his body between them.
3 receivers set to the top. Here's the 2-point conversion. Curley takes a snap, back to pass, looks left. Wants to fire to number 51, intercepted by Brown. And on 7-on-7, we can't return the extra points.
Unfortunately.
Well, we'll count that as another interception for Justin Brown. That'll give him 3 on the night.
Yeah, not bad. But now the offense is going to have to do something. For as good as, they looked at that first drive, just all around, just BFA hasn't been able to put together too much. So it's going to have to, find a little bit of magic here and really needs to score.
He's got the BFA offense coming out. Isaac Perez in at quarterback. 3 receivers set to the top of your screen. Caleb Lulick, number 52, is all the way at the top, followed by Roland Caldwell. Perez takes a snap. He wants to go deep to number 88, Case Ballard, and it's incomplete. Pass broken up by number 53, Carson Holloway.
Yeah, good job by Holloway coming over, knowing he wasn't going to be able to, make a play on the ball and just kind of slapping at the hands of Ballard so he couldn't catch it.
So with a player like Ballard, you almost want to utilize his height to this advantage.
It's exactly what Mount Mansfield was doing with their backs. Was he's got the height on these guys, and just if he can just get a ball up in the air and let him just go for a jump ball.
Perez takes the snap. He's looking right, wants to throw right. Nobody's open. And he throws it into number 30. That is Colin Jolly. Reception is good for a gain of 5. That'll be a 3rd and 5 now. It looks like we're going to have a completely new group of offensive line guys coming in.
That was a smart move by Para there, just making sure he gets some sort of yardage there. This drive needs to keep going. Better to get 6 yards there than try to do something heroic this early in the second half.
Jake Reynolds in at quarterback. Justin Brown in the slot at the top of your screen. Reynolds takes the pass. Wants to throw and complete to James Harrison over the middle for a 1st down.
That's a second play like that where James Harrison's had to come behind his body while falling the other direction. Not an easy play, especially for a foreman lineman like Harrison.
Good hand-eye coordination. And it looked like they wanted to go to Justin Brown. They threw him on an all-go route.
It looked like they had him. He had a step. It just took a little bit longer to develop. I don't know if Reynolds maybe thought he was getting close to that time limit back there, and just getting the 1st down. That's all you need right there.
BFA breaks the huddle. They have a 3 receiver set to the bottom. Justin Brown is your slot receiver. Harrison is the close man. Reynolds takes the snap. Rolls to the left. Fires to Harrison again. Incomplete. Almost a good reception. Again, another ball that's behind Harrison.
Yeah, and it seems like anything that's been going to him, he's had to turn his body as his feet are falling under him and having to adjust midair, and just right there not able to do it for the 3rd time.
Another change of the group here. We have 2nd and 10 on the MMU 58.
But if you look at this matchup, like you just mentioned, Ballard going up against his defender, he's got the height advantage if they can see that.
Parrott takes a snap, looks to throw. Throw is to Davis Sicard, and it's in and out of his hands. It brings up 3rd and 10. So go back to what you said there before, Anthony. You got Case Ballard, who sits about 6'4", 6'5",
yeah,
over number 73 here, Philip Galuzio. Excuse me if I butchered that name. I apologize.
Galuzio is only a freshman, so he's a little bit of a height advantage there.
Parrott back to pass. Needs to get rid of the ball. And there's the 4-second call. And now you're faced with 4th down.
And the unfortunate thing right there is almost you saw the BFA defenders go up to the first yard marker and kind of just sit there and wait for the pass to get to them. But when nobody was open, nowhere for Para to go with the ball.
So Ryan Caldwell will be back to punt. James Harrison to snap. Jacob Burbank and Gabe Barron back to receive. Ball will be down at the 30-yard line. And MMU will take over now. At about the 20-yard line. So they got 80 yards to drive.
And this is going to be a big stop for BFA. As we mentioned, the linemen need to come out and set the tone in the second half. They haven't been able to do too much on offense, so it's going to be a big stop here. Maybe get a score before the backs come in the fourth quarter.
So MMU is waiting for the play call from their sideline, getting their formation set up. Looks like they're going to come out in a quad set. Curley back at quarterback. You got Barron at the near side on the bottom of your screen here. Curley takes a snap, is looking left, looking right, wants to throw, has number 53 for the reception. That is Carson Holloway. About a gain of 5 yards there. He is 2nd and 5. Like you mentioned before, Anthony, BFA really needs to make a stop. They're down 2 scores here, and I mean, with a running clock, you don't have a whole lot of time.
And if you're MMU, you'll take these five yards at a time and take up as much time as possible with one drive.
3 receivers set. Curley takes the snap. He's looking to the right, and he wants to go deep. He's got his man Barron over the middle. Complete. About a 7-yard reception for a first down, MMU.
And one thing I noticed today that Barron does a good job of is he's got a big body. He's putting between the defender and the quarterback, and that makes it so only he's going to be able to catch that ball. There's no way that the defender's going to be able to undercut the pass.
Looking for the play call from the sideline. You got 3 receivers set. Barron again to the bottom of the screen. Jacob Burbank up top of him. Curley takes the snap, throws to number 53, and it's complete. Carson Holloway. Probably the smallest gain of MMU's day, about 2 yards.
Yeah, and again, I'm sure that MMU is going to be just fine with that. Chipping the clock away, getting a couple of yards at a time. If they can keep racking together these first downs, these last 19 minutes of the game will go pretty quick.
Curley gets the play call in. You got quad set. And he takes the snap. Looks left, looks right. He wants to throw deep. Intended for Barron, incomplete. That was good defense by Davis Sicard there. And we're looking at 3rd and 8 now.
We definitely kind of see Curley settling down, like we mentioned in the first quarter. The first couple of drives, seemed a little antsy. Try to force a couple passes in that Brown got to, but kind of settled in nicely these last few drives that he's been in.
Curley takes the snap, back to pass. Ball's up, intended for number 60, Burbank, and incomplete. Great play by number 60, Thomas Remillard. And here we are, 4th down and 8 to go. And it looks like MMU is going to elect to kick.
And that's a little surprising right there that they had Curley throwing those deeper balls. He was doing fine with the intermediate stuff, picking up first downs, especially up 2 scores. Now they're going to give BFA the ball back with a few minutes left here in the third quarter.
Looks like you got Miles Heskett to kick. And a pooched kick. And BFA is going to start off with excellent field position. Start at the 43-yard line on their side of the field.
Yeah, that's like I mentioned, MMU was doing a good job putting something together right there, and having those again, that could be just very well. You having a receiver at quarterback, not knowing the situation of just trying to run the clock down as much as possible. But BFA's got an opportunity here to maybe get a score before the backs come in to start the fourth quarter.
Looks like some confusion on the BFA. Here we go. Colin Jolly comes out. You got 3 receivers set to the top. Isaac Perry in at quarterback. Takes the snap, looks to the right, and fires to Case Ballard. Ball is complete for a 5-yard reception. We're looking at 2nd and 5 now. BFA breaks the huddle. They got a 3 receiver set to the top of your screen. Colin Jolly down here at the bottom. Parra takes the snap. Looks to fire. He's going deep for Case Ballard. And incomplete.
3rd down and 5.
That's some hand fighting going a little with that one.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I wonder if the ref just assumed that, or just was thinking that that was going to be a catchable ball that close to the sideline. But yeah, definitely a little bit of hand checking out there.
So now you're looking at 3rd and 5. BFA is going to swap out their offensive group. You got Jake Reynolds in at quarterback. You got Justin Brown to the bottom of your screen. On top of that is James Harrison. Reynolds takes the ball back to pass. He's looking to go deep. He's got his man Harrison who falls down, and it's incomplete. Ball got batted around by about 3 different people, and it looked like MMU had come away with it. The official calls it incomplete.
Yeah, really fortunate there for BFA.
Anthony, now you got a situation where you're 4th and 5 on your side of the field, and it looks like BFA is going to go for it. You think that's a good call?
Yeah, this late, I mean, it's almost the 4th quarter. You're not going to have too many more possessions. You got to try to take advantage. You're down 2 scores still.
With 22 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 3 receivers set to the bottom of your screen. Reynolds takes the snap, and he's looking to go. He's got his man, Justin Brown, and he is going to be down at the 5-yard line.
Justin Brown with another.
Clock's running, 3 seconds. Looks like they're just going to wind it out, and there it is. That is the 3rd quarter. And to end it with a big bomb about 30 yards from Jake Reynolds to Justin Brown.
Yeah, and that was a gutsy ball to 4th and 5, and the way Mount Mansfield's been playing with a lot of check downs and just gutting out first downs. That was a gutsy play there by Reynolds, and it's paying off.
So as they get ready to switch sides here, we'll take a second to thank our sponsors. At Northwest Orthopedics, Handy Toyota, JC Images, and the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. They are what make this broadcast a success. Again, if you know anybody that owns a business or anything like that that wants to help out, you can go to northwestaccess.tv or call 802-782-8676 and help keep this broadcast rolling. So BFA is going to take over as they flop sides of the field at their 5-yard line. Cole Langlois in. You got a trips bunch set to the left. Takes the snap. Looks to throw. And caught. Touchdown, BFA. Number 34, Thomas DeMar.
With a touchdown reception.
And here we go. BFA is going to claw their way back.
Yeah, and that was just a good adjustment there by DeMar. The ball was, it looked like DeMar was a little open and, a little low of a pass. Just doing a good job adjusting midair and coming down with that. And exactly what BFA needed. Only 6 seconds into this 4th quarter and make it a 1-score game.
They're going to elect to go for 2 here. That sets us right now at MMU 26, BFA 20, with the ensuing 2-point conversion for BFA coming. BFA breaks the huddle. They're going to go a 4-receiver set to the top of your screen. Langlois is in at quarterback. Takes the snap, looks left, looks right, and fires. And is it? It is caught. What a catch by number 33, Colby Williams.
Colby Williams with a diving reception for the 2-point conversion.
Wow.
That's just 2 real good catches, receptions by the BFA receivers. Thomas DeMar on the touchdown and Colby Williams. I mean, not much room there along the sideline in the corner by the pylon. They're doing a good job making sure he's in bounds and coming down with that.
So that puts us a score of 26-22. MMU is up by 4. They now have the ball. And there we go. First pass by MMU on their next possession is a completion to number 14, Austin Wilcoxon, from number 18, Owen Trudeau.
And that's exactly the way that they were doing it in the first half, too. Just the crosses 5 yards in. I wouldn't be surprised if MMU just does that, try to kill as much clock as possible.
Trudeau back to pass, looks to the right, looks down the middle, has his man, number 33, open, and just overthrows him a little bit. Pass was intended to Riley Pfeiffer. Closest defender was Cole Langlois.
And we saw MMU do that with their lineman in the first quarter, was kind of lull BFA to sleep a little bit with all these short passes, and all of a sudden they threw one over the top and it went for a long touchdown.
MMU is getting their play call in. They got a 3-receiver set to the top of the screen. Running back stays in. Trudeau back to pass. Looks right. Takes his check down to number 14. And he is short of the first down. You're at 4th and 1. 14 is Will Coxon. So now you got a very important call here. Do you go for it, or do you kick it and hope your defense can hold them?
For as good as Trudeau's been with those little check downs, and we just saw one right there, that's a good call. Just go for it when you only need 1 yard.
Trudeau takes the snap back to pass, short, and caught. First down, and there's 24 again. Seth Westover, and first down for MMU.
And you saw him almost just go like a 3-yard curl route, just curled out and just sat there waiting for the ball.
Wait for the play call for MMU from their sideline. They got a 2-receiver set to the top, 2-receiver set to the bottom. Trudeau takes the snap. He's looking right, wants to go deep. He's got Westover, and just throws to his outside shoulder and out of bounds.
If he's able to hit Westover in stride there, that's probably gone, because there was a good 10 yards between Westover and the nearest defender.
And Colt Langlois is pretty quick, so to outrun him is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it looked like he just got him a little flat-footed. Westover just straight down the sideline, and the ball was just a little underthrown.
So that'll bring us to 2nd and 10. Ball is on the MMU 45. Again, 2 receivers set to the top, 2 receivers set to the bottom. Trudeau takes the snap, looks left, fires left to number 14, and it's caught. He's going down the sidelines, and he is touched by Jake Reynolds at the 31. Oh, they moved it to the 30-yard line. Number 14, Will Coxon with the reception. And here goes MMU on the hunt.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the receivers could do, is just outrun the defenders. I mean, there was a defender a couple yards away from Will Coxon right there, and he just turns it up the sideline for an extra 20 yards.
Trudeau takes the pass. He had a 3-receiver set to the top. He looks to fire. Will Coxon with the reception. This time a gain of 3 yards. They'll bring a 2nd and 7. And those shallow drag routes are really beating up on BFA tonight.
Yeah, you saw Will Coxon just kind of turn on the burners right there, and you got to wonder if, we've seen Langlois playing quite a bit on both sides of the ball. If BFA's defenders are starting to get a little winded out there.
3-receiver set stacked to the top. Trudeau takes the snap. Looks right, throws, fires. Again, Will Coxon, and he's on the run. 10, 5. Is he in? He is down just short of the goal line. Tried to extend that ball across the line, and he is going to be marked down at about the 2-yard line. And here we go, MMU knocking on the door.
And you could see the difference in speed right there. Will Coxon is just so fast, just outran his defender that was right next to him when he caught the ball, and just outran him and almost got that touchdown.
MMU 3-receiver set. You got Westover at the top of your screen. Trudeau takes the snap. Looks right, looks left, throws to the middle. Caught, number 82, Nate Warren, and that's another MMU touchdown.
Yes, good job by Trudeau putting it only where his receiver could get it. Not bad coverage there by Dakota Rye again. I mean, draped all over that receiver, but just a good placement by Trudeau.
That brings our score, MMU 32, BFA 22. And this is becoming a pretty good high-scoring game.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting finish. 10.5 minutes to go. BFA is going to have to start doing a lot on offense.
MMU 2-point conversion. Trudeau back to pass. He's looking. Doesn't have any fires. Ball's up in the air and intercepted. Can't quite see the number there. Number 23. That is Peter Jolly. And that will keep our score 32-22. BFA just needs to drive down the field.
Yeah, they're going to need some good plays. But some big plays here, because unfortunately there's no onside kick to get it back that way.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to, score quick here and then get a stop on defense.
Get 10.5 left in the 4th quarter. Cole Langlois in at quarterback. You got 3 receivers set to the bottom. Avery Smith, your closest receiver. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Fires, that's Cole Woodland, and makes the reception. And that marks them down. He gets a first down, gain of 10. And surprisingly, haven't called his number quite that often tonight.
Yeah, and I was just about to say for that play, I mean, watching for him down the sideline maybe for a big play, he's got the speed. That's one thing that BFA is going to need is just a speed down the sideline, maybe just go for one here.
3 receivers set to the top of your screen. Cole Woodland's at the top. Dakota Rye's your slot. Langlois takes the snap. Pump fakes. Going deep for Rye. Almost intercepted. Boy, there's been a couple times we've seen him connect big on that wheel route to Dakota Rye. Especially their last home game, he caught 2 touchdown passes and looked like they tried to go for it again.
Yeah, and looked like it was just behind him a little bit, almost right to the MMU defender instead.
It was number 8, Gil Rowe, who dropped the interception. I'm sorry, Wyatt Liam Bruno Nicholson. Langlois back, takes the snap, looks left, fires left, and has Woodland. So that'll put us about 3rd and 1. So chunk plays is what BFA needs right now.
Yeah, you just need something here right now.
You got 3 receivers set to the top. Woodland at the top, Dakota Rye in the slot. Langlois takes the snap, picks it up off the ground, wants to throw it, hits his check down to Dakota Rye. It's a good read right there by Langlois to pick up the first down.
Yeah, good play right there. Saw some guys going down, down the field. Saw Woodland going up the sideline, but it's a good job seeing nothing there and just making sure you move the sticks.
All right, you got BFA with a 3 receiver set to the bottom of your screen. Woodland's closest receiver. Langlois in at quarterback, takes the snap. Looks to pass, fires. A little bit of a collision there. Number 26, Cole Woodland on the reception. And BFA is going to start going up tempo here. 3 receivers set to the top. Langlois takes the snap. Scans left, scans right. He's going deep for Woodland. Doesn't look like he was expecting that.
No, and unfortunately he wasn't because he had the space right there. I think he just didn't get the separation that Langlois thought he was going to get. He got it, just not quick enough.
So incomplete pass brings us to 3rd and about 5. 3 receivers set to the top of your screen. Langlois takes the snap, looks left, pump fakes, throws underneath to Dakota Rye, and collision with number 48, Connor Winney. So a gain of a yard. BFA's got about 4 or 5 yards to go here. Pick up that first and keep this drive going. 4 receivers set to the top of your screen. Andrew Koval is your lone man at the bottom. Cole Woodland all the way at the top. Langlois takes the snap, looks left, fires left, and caught by number 23. That is Peter Jolly. And they pick up the first down.
Yeah, that's a good job just knowing where the first down marker is, getting to it and getting just enough. Keep this drive alive.
Go with that 4 receiver set to the top. Langlois looks to the sideline for the call. Andrew Koval is your lone man at the bottom. Langlois takes the snap, pumps to Koval, goes deep. Underthrown and almost intercepted. Ball is intended for Andrew Koval. Defense by Nick Trudeau. Just looks like he didn't get enough air on that.
Didn't get enough air, and it was almost, with that first pump fake, it was almost a little too obvious that he was going right back to Koval right there. You can see the safety automatically start jumping that way. BFA going to start playing a little bit more urgency here. Still got 5:49 left in this quarter.
Langlois back to pass, motioning his receivers out. Throws up, caught by number 26, Cole Woodland. And there's a BFA first down.
And that was just Woodland playing a lot taller than he was right there, really going up and grabbing that ball and coming down with it.
He went up over number 5, Wyatt Liam Bruno Nicholson, And made himself about 6'5" out of that 5'8" frame. BFA gets the play call from the sideline. You got a 4-receiver set to the bottom of your screen. You got Woodland as the bottom man. You got Koval as the lone man up top. Langlois takes the snap. Looks right, fires right. Pass is complete. Number 23, Peter Jolly. And BFA is slowly putting a nice drive together here.
Yeah, putting a nice drive, and this is almost exactly what MMU is doing. But with only 4:45 left and no way to, I mean, you still do have the 3 timeouts if you're BFA, but you still would rather put something in a little bit quicker than, not having to press yourself too much toward the end.
2nd and 4. Langlois back to pass. Pass over the middle and too high for number 12, William Sawyer. And we have our first timeout for BFA. They have 2 remaining. Coach Corrigan going out to talk to his offense. What does BFA need to do other than put the ball in the end zone here?
Do it quickly. There's only 4.5 minutes left now. They only have 2 timeouts. And as I mentioned, there's no way for them to really – it's not like there's clock's going to stop if there's incompletion or anything like that. So all Mount Mansfield's going to do is maybe those 2-yard dump-offs, keep the ball going. And if they're able to get a first down, the game's going to be over because there is no way to stop the clock with incompletions or anything like that.
So as he mentioned, we have 4 minutes and 29 seconds left. MMU is up 32-22. BFA has the ball on their 24-yard line. 3rd and 4. Coach Corrigan comes off the field. You got 3 receivers set to the top, 2 receivers set to the bottom. Cole Langlois is still in at quarterback. He takes the snap. He's looking left. Still scanning, moving him around, and fires a ball to Cole Woodland. Reception is good. First down for Bobwhites. And now they got to go up-tempo. They've really got to get on that ball.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Corrigan would have told him a couple plays right in the huddle, just keep things rolling. And if you're Langlois here, you're going to really just want to look into the end zone.
Langlois back to pass, throws to Dakota Rye, and batted down. What an acrobatic play by number 14, Will Coxon.
And that's just, where Mount Mansfield's using their athleticism and height right there, seeing him go up and just knock that ball down.
I stand corrected. That was number 13, Malik Everett, who went up and knocked that down. Langlois back to pass, fires in and out of the hands of Sawyer. So 3rd and 10.
The unfortunate thing with BFA is on these incompletions, it's, just running the clock off still. It's not like the clock's going to stop, so when they have to go get the ball and can bring it back, just adds even more time off the clock.
BFA lines up on the line, gets the call from the sideline. You got 3 receivers set to the bottom, 2 to the top. They've got to snap the ball. They're running a lot of time off the clock. Langlois takes the snap, looks to the right, fires right. Incomplete, intended for Cole Woodland. Defended by number 3, McLaughlin. Played pretty tight defense there.
Yeah, just the ball zipped right in there. Just couldn't be handled by Woodland.
3 receivers set to the bottom of your screen. Langlois takes the snap. Fires, and incomplete, intended for Dakota Rye. And that is a turnover on downs.
Yeah, you assume that now Mount Mansfield is going to just do those little crossing patterns and just take off this last 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
So if you're BFA here, Anthony, would you go with a zone scheme or you go man-to-man?
I think you got to just go to man-to-man because MMU's been able to find the soft spots in all the zones. And you just got to try to play aggressive, just try to undercut any throw. Know that they're going to try and just go for those little 3-4 yard dump offs just to keep the clock running and try to undercut or get anything you can.
So MMU on offense, they have the ball on their 12-yard line. You have 1st and 10 with 1:46 seconds and ticking. Trudeau back to pass, fires over the side, and in and out of the hands of number 33, Riley Piper. And now we got 2nd and 10.
And that almost would have been a perfect scenario for BFA right there. I mean, a lot of the times tonight they've been playing behind the defender, and if they would have done that right there and the ball popped right out of his hand, could have been easily picked off.
Looks MMU's looking to chew some clock here. 3 receivers set to the bottom of the screen. 1 receiver set to the top. Trudeau takes the snap. Looks to the right. Throws to his check down, and again in and out of the hands of Piper. And there it is. We have a BFA timeout. They have 1 remaining. With 1 minute left in the fourth quarter, BFA down 32-22. They would need a very quick turnover here.
Yeah, you almost need like a pick 6 right here. And then even still, like I said, with no onside kick or anything, there's not really any quick way to get the ball back.
So as I mentioned before, both teams came into this contest at 2-5. And again, this is kind of a rematch. Well, not really a rematch because it didn't happen.
Right.
But almost a rescheduled game of the Week 1 game that was supposed to happen. MMU comes out of the timeout. Ball still on their 12-yard line. He had 3rd and 10 with 1 minute, 1 second remaining. 3 receivers set to the bottom of your screen. Trudeau is in at quarterback, takes the snap, scans to the left, wants to fire, fires across the middle, number 14. There he is again, Will Coxon with a first down. And with that first down, that should seal it for MMU.
Yeah, all you really need to do is just have Trudeau just hold on to the ball, take the run off, and run the clock down the next play.
As they look to the side, coach will probably tell him to run the clock down as much as possible. 3 receiver set. Takes a snap. Looks to throw. Throws to his check down, and again in and out of the hands of number 33, Piper. Clock continues to click down. We're at 15 seconds remaining in this game. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is probably the most points BFA has scored this year. So they should walk off this field holding their heads very high.
Yeah, they started off well. It's just they couldn't maintain what they did at the beginning. Defense did phenomenal, shutting them down the first 2 drives, and offense did good, scoring the first drive, and then just wasn't able to really put anything together after that.
So and there it is. That'll do it for us here. Final score, 32 for MMU, 22 for the Bobwhites. It's a very well-fought game, very evenly matched. I want to thank you all for watching our coverage of high school football on Northwest Access TV. One last...